So about 5 days ago, I made a community post basically saying that I wanted you guys to give me your best, or I guess maybe even worst, no recoil setups in Phantom Forces. And boy, did you guys not disappoint. So much like in a lot of previous videos, I want to go through these setups right here that you guys have given me, and I want to pick out some of these setups here and find out if they're actually any good, because a lot of you guys have surprised me in the past, and we have really been hammering down on this quest to find zero recoil, but we haven't quite scratched that itch just yet. So join me on today's adventure where we try and pick out your guys' setups, use them, maybe find something really good, maybe find something really bad, and at the end I will tell you what my favorite setup of the video was. All right, let's get into this. So first, we could literally just go to this community post. I don't have to search anything up in my comments like I usually do, because oh my god, have a lot of you commented. We've got an L2A3 with short barrel and remove stock. Yeah, I don't quite want to use this. I don't like this. Steven's DB, okay, right here we got a man whose favorite no recoil setup is a shotgun. That's great. BFG with 40 times scope. Guys, this is that's not what I'm looking for. MG42 with global offensive scope. Oh yeah, dude, we're balling today. We're balling. This is it right here. L22 is absolutely goated, completely stock, and then bro decided to put on the worst attachments humanly possible. Let's check it out. Dropping a Spezzy meta setup classic here. We'll give it a try. PPSH Sonic ass setup. All the speedy attachments. 1858 new army, bro. That's not what we're looking for. 2 back-to-back BFG 50 setups, bro. Oh my god. M16A3. This one's a little bit interesting to me because of the fact that the M16A3 is about to get a massive buff in the test place. So this would be a very interesting setup to check out if it was not immediately about to be completely changed. A G3, bro. When is the last time I have used the G3? Probably many, many months. Now, to be fair, he does test, to be honest, I wouldn't really call it no recoil, but you could test it and see for yourself. So we will test it and we will be the judge of that. And harshly, we will judge. Another BFG 50. We gotta put like a counter or something up on screen here. Another BFG. This time that's a BFG shotgun build. Okay. NTW20. My favorite no recoil build. Scar H, yet another one that I haven't seen in a while. My boyfriend broke up with me just now. Sad face. Anyway, AWM. Bro stole my picture. M60 with a night vision scope. I can see so much, guys. Check it out. An HK416 with mystery iron sights and a short barrel. I didn't even know that the HK416 had a short barrel on it. Again, sounds horrendous, but we've been surprised before. Well, dudes, I think that's basically it for now. Let's, oh, this is gonna be bad. So our first one here, I'm actually a mix of not too concerned about and a little bit too concerned about. Now on the surface, it seems like a relatively decent AK-74 build here. I'm scared about these iron sights though. To be fair, he did say use any sights, so we went with these here, whatever these are. Let's just take a look at the base recoil. All right, surprisingly for remove stock, it does not look that bad. I'm not gonna pass judgment just yet. Oh. Okay, most of that was my fault right there. I say most, meanwhile, I'm the one who's actually shooting the gun, so clearly it's 100% my fault. You know, considering it literally has remove stock and muzzle booster, that this thing is kind of bananas. I literally intentionally put what I thought was going to be a garbage iron sight on this just to make it potentially objectively worse. Meanwhile, this thing hits harder than me with my monitor whenever I'm playing Counter-Strike. Now, next, I have very little hope for this because, like I said, the base L22 is already extremely good. However, this man took something that was objectively good and turned it into something objectively bad. I can only imagine what the Halbeck device is going to do to this poor thing, dude. This thing has been through the ringer. Oh, yeah. Like, technically, I just lasered that man. Let me just get a baseline. Okay. Let me just get a baseline for the recoil. Like, that's okay. That's okay. I'm clearly able to laser beam people a little bit there. Not quite used to the Halbeck device just yet. That's unfortunately something that's just not gonna be very good for us. Oh, but you can see, oh, that's so good. Why is that actually good? Why is that actually good? The only thing that would make this better, realistically, I guess, you know, for what this guy's built, is throwing on armor piercing, because armor piercing guarantees this thing a 4-tap torso kill. And 4-tap torso on the L22 is kind of insane. No hits, very sad. I don't normally like to give Halbeck devices a real shot at this because it just turns your recoil into negative recoil. Like, it just shoots your gun straight down. Credit where it's due, though. Not bad. Oh, please. I'm reloading. Yeah, you get in that window. You get in that window and you stay in there. Oh, okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, our next one here is actually going to be a relatively special build in particular. So in theory, this should be the best possible setup for the P90. Let's give it a try. It has that initial climb. But if you just let it climb and then wait, oh, this thing bites. Like, we could probably very easily cross map with this if I'm not getting shot at by 1,000 people. It makes my game lag shooting this thing. This feels like it should work relatively well, but that initial climb for it really kind of hurts it for me. The main thing is, like, I have to pull down for a second and then I wait. But it's hard for me as a guy who's barely used this to actually gauge when to stop pulling down. But it's still apparently very good. Not bad. Not bad. Just real quick to interrupt the video. If you guys are enjoying it so far, feel free to subscribe. It is completely free and you could always unsubscribe later. And while you're down there subscribing, if you could hit that like button as well, it helps the video tremendously. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Enjoy the rest of the video. Interestingly enough, a weapon that I used to be extremely fond of, but have just not really used too much lately, is going to have to be the K7, a favorite of mine back from the Call of Duty Ghost days. For those of you who remember that. If you actually weren't alive, don't think back that far. You'll hurt yourself. So the K7 recently got new recoil, basically making it very interesting. And this particular build basically has essentially 2 attachments on it, that being angled grip and blue laser. And the recoil is so wiggly. Why is it so wiggly? It's like I can't get a good grasp on the weapon. It's like trying to slip out of my hands. It's like, oh, look at this, look at this. I'm not going to compensate. I'm just going to hold left click. Mouse isn't even on the desk. It just wiggles side to side quite a bit. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's just wonky recoil, but I think we can still make it work. In theory, theoretically, hypothetically, genetically, this might not be the ideal setup for the K7. If you're moving sideways, I can't hit you. It's just impossible for me, dude. If you ever see me in game, just move a little to the left and that's it. I can't hit you anymore. It still hits. It like, you can get your shots to land properly, but I don't know, man. I don't know that I'm quite calling this the ideal no recoil build. One that I have little to no faith in is going to have to be the M4, because the M4 is a burst weapon, which is, you know, in Phantom Forces okay. However, no. No. It looks like I'm trying to make a slingshot. No. This is not the move, bro. This is not the freaking move. He didn't even put a grip on it, so I just put on another blue laser because he said blue laser. Not that a grip would have helped this thing all too much, but like even trying to compensate for the recoil, bro. No. I mean, really, I should have seen this coming. I thought bro knew what was up. Bro does not know what's up. Now, I've been very interested in our next build here actually for quite a while, and that is going to be specifically the G3 with the 45 ACP conversion. Now, while 45 gives some very interesting damage figures, it's 40 a pistol magazine on a battle rifle. That's interesting enough, all in itself. English? Yeah, maybe. Oh, that ADS time. Oh, bro. Well, let's give it a try, dudes. Okay. That's better than I was expecting. Not great. Definitely not great, but better than I was expecting. We just might have some potential out of this build. I do like the fact too that he chose a Z point. I love the fact that the Z point is slowly kind of showing up in people's thought processes these days. Z point is genuinely one of the most underrated attachments in Phantom Forces, dude. 10 kills and you get a solid red dot. Like, how can you complain about that? Okay, let's try getting a little bit more range here. Okay, we landed a kill. We landed at one mid kill. Mid-range kill, mid-performance kill, whatever kind of mid you want to call it. You see, whenever you start looking at it at range, it starts to get a little bit questionable, to say the least. Yeah. I mean, I get it. A lot of people are going to be like, well, Steven, it's a pistol magazine in a battle rifle. Of course you're not supposed to use it at range. You see, the point of the no recoil setup is that it's good at all ranges, but some of you don't seem to understand that. Now, what might not be okay is this. Now, I never normally like to use chainsaw grips in these kinds of videos. However, bro, you can't even use the OEG sight. You can't even use the OEG sight because of the chainsaw grip. I mean, like, yeah, that's not good, actually. You know what? That's just one test on a wall. No. Oh, this hurts, dude. This hurts. And not the enemy. It's hurting me. Man, do I love me an AUG A3 Para XS. Literally, no matter what you do to this thing, it's just always good. Now, in my opinion, the AUG A3 Para XS is actually the best AUG in Phantom Forces. And of course, if we take a look at what is pretty much just a generic kind of no recoil setup, it works spectacularly well. This is awesome, dude. This is actually freaking awesome. This is too good for its own good, dude. It really just is. It really, really just is. Drop off or not, you can see this thing is a laser pointer. It is fantastic. And we might even have a winner for the video here. Yeah. I think we just might. Very hard to go wrong with an AUG 3 Para XS. All right, boys. Another one that I have once again not used in a while is going to be the Honey Badger. Now, of course, the Honey Badger being one of the most OG meta weapons in Phantom Forces. But bro decided to slap on a muzzle muffler. Yeah, muffler. That's not muzzle muffler. I speak Phantom Forces language. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, maybe it looks kind of bad. CQC, this is probably fine. I would not try and use this at any extended range at all, just period. But we haven't really given it a full chance yet. Let's hold our judgment. Let's hold our judgment for the moment. Okay. We see now. It looks like it has a lot of recoil, but it still beams pretty well. I would say actually surprisingly well. Now, while I wouldn't necessarily main this myself because I don't feel like muffler is really the move on the Honey Badger, no complaints. Who let the level 59 have the NTW20? Who did it? This is definitely up there for me in the video. This is like one of those things that I like to see where it looks like it's going to be terrible and it actually surprises me very, very well. And that's one of the things that I like to get out of these videos. Now, we've actually come to the last one on the list here, and that is going to have to be an HK416. A surprisingly tiny HK416 that has a little message for you written on the side. Now, I like the choice of the KAC sights. While I think that they're very ugly, it's something that you don't really see on builds like this where people use iron sights that are different from the stock ones. I am just going to assume out the door that this is not going to work very well, but I've been surprised before. We got to find somebody though. Okay. This is so good. Why is this good? It does definitely have some like side to side recoil about it. Oh my God. But it has like, is it little camera recoil, I guess? There's like next to no camera recoil for it, and it fires so fast that it's just kind of hard to miss. I mean, this is one of the fastest firing assault rifles in Phantom Forces after all. So hello there. That was my rank up kill. Thank you. Surprisingly good. I don't know what else to say about this. The true test of a no recoil build. Can it cross map? Can it cross map? Let's find out. Not really cross map, but still good range on this thing. Okay. Bro cooked. Bro made a baller meal. Bro has surprised me immensely. Still very good though. Very, very freaking good. We've gone through setups here, and a lot of them actually surprised me pretty well. Can I say it surprised me pretty well? But what I can say is we have actually found some very fun setups in today's video. I'd say definitely the one that surprised me the most is going to have to be the L22, because normally I run this completely stock at most armor piercing, and it performed surprisingly well for something with a Halbeck device on it. The AUG 3 Para XS is just naturally something that is always going to be good, pretty much no matter what you put on this thing. So we get some real fun cross-map laser beam potential. And I think really this one might be the winner of the video. I mean, whenever an AUG is in one of these videos, it pretty much is guaranteed to win just because the AUG is just by default, or any of the AUGs, are just a de facto no recoil setup. They just are. I don't know why they're as OP as they are, but while they are, I'm going to enjoy them. Now, with that said, which of these setups is going to be your favorite? I'd love to know in the comment section below, as well as if you guys have any other video ideas and stuff, if you want to leave that below as well, or just any other opinions that you have on this video in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the video, dudes. A huge shout out to the channel members up on screen. You guys are fantastic, especially a big thanks to the top tier channel members. Hi, Solitude, Kitsune, King Calamity, Jared Smith, Mr. Spooky, Taxman, Trooper MLG, Lumpy Bacon Face, and Lazy Goth. You guys are just absolutely incredible. And if you want to see more videos like this, of course, subscribe with notifications on, like I said. And also, if you want, check out my Phantom Forces playlist up on screen with over 450 Phantom Forces videos in it. It makes for a fantastic binge session on a long weekend. All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.